Hello and welcome to the Noise of Three. I'm Goat.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to be talking about...
Momocon.
Yeah. We did a little bit of recordings here and there, but we didn't really follow up on it.
So me and Goat are bad.
Yeah, the idea was that...
yeah, we're real bad.
We're bad.
The Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider's good, though.
No, yeah, like Goat was trying to say, we were trying to do recordings like periodically
throughout the con.
and then me and Goat just disappeared.
Yeah,
That's okay. I mean, what we should have done is we should have everybody record on their own phone. That's what ideally we should have done. You want to play them the first recording, or we want to talk about it a little bit?
No, we'll just open up with the first recording.
Yeah,
See, like,
all
I
right.
would have recorded more.
Wait, hold on.
Just
Before
been
you do
forcible.
that,
Yeah?
you open it up, it's okay that Dylan and I left. Dylan went to go have fun times, and I was setting up fun times for the future.
Oh yeah, we all had fun times. That's what
not
cons
what I
do.
mean, Zach.
No, I know what you're saying.
He let the smash cannon loose, and I
First
what's
day,
it called?
the
I
first
set
day
up
you spend together, and
set
the
up
rest of the week you
sights.
do your own thing. You zeroed in on it.
Yeah,
Let
no,
me
it's
rephrase that.
priming it.
They zeroed in on you.
Oh, what's the cannon from Zoe 2?
Oh,
Yeah, I
vector
primed
cannon?
up the vector cannon.
I guess we'll go through that after the recording.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
like the vector cannon didn't come out, but the life ring did.
Oh,
right,
shit.
Dylan.
That's what the ring around him.
Yeah, I know. It's a good... Ah! I got the warring driver! I did it!
Momocon. All right, so we're at Momocon and we're sitting down here in the game room. And Goat just bought the Kamen Rider Warring Driver,
Yeah,
the little Henshin belt.
I got banana.
And
recording a podcast.
we all got lock seats because we're kids at heart.
Oh, Jesus. I have 3 lock seats, 2 banana, 1 orange.
Why'd you get 2 bananas?
Because it came with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want the banana, you can have it. I know how you like the spear.
Yes.
All right, here you go.
All right.
Yeah. I should have brought Kiwi.
Kiwi's
Kiwi.
great.
I went back and I bought Kiwi. So
That's because didn't they only have one Kiwi?
no, they had a bunch of Kiwis. Just Kiwi's my favorite.
What was the one they only
besides
had?
banana.
Yeah, they only had the one Triumphant Arms.
Only one triumphant.
I
All right,
got
so we're walking. Let's set this up a little bit. We're walking through the dealer's room, and then all of a sudden we see some Kamen Rider
So-
stuff.
Me and Goat very quickly agreed upon a way to explore it. We were just like, remember Silent Hill?
Yeah, Silent Hill 2. Grid.
Grid.
That's how everybody does it.
No.
That
You
is
think-
not.
You think that.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, almost everyone I would go with, I was just like, all right, we're going to explore it in a grid. You can't buy anything until you've done with the grid.
We ruined
Oh,
the
well,
grid.
yeah, that rule always falls apart. But it's just like, you do the grid. But then, me and Goat at least stuck with the grid. And then some. Like
we continued with the grid afterwards.
right. Most people usually just go, bah! They just go away.
They go, oh, it's my waifu.
Well, you know what?
As they stare at a trash can.
I followed the grid pretty well. Everything that I wanted, I bought in the order of the grid.
As you actually did.
Yeah, saw Ganon.
Didn't realize
and
that.
then I didn't buy anything else. So I did the whole grid. And the first day is the day that I really bought anything.
Your first purchase, I don't think you should have purchased.
What, Ganon?
Then I don't think you should have purchased it. Then
It didn't go cheaper. It went up by the end of the thing.
Ooh.
It went from 75 to 90.
All right. Continue, Dylan.
Oh, that's all I had to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as soon as we got to that Kamen Rider booth, we were just
Just money on the table.
yeah, and they had this little box of like the cheaper lock seeds, and I was like, "What? You mean I can spend less money and get something that looks the same?"
I
Oh,
spent
no, we got all the light up ones.
I
done.
spent
I
$100 in Kamen Rider stuff.
Let's see, the
And
drive
you don't even
seed-
feel bad.
The drive seed was 20 or 15. The Triumphant Arms was 35. Melon was 25.
I spent
So
250,
75.
250 in all.
All right, so I guess a little bit more about the dealer's room. There was one guy, I guess he was like French or something, but had the all those figures that he put like 2 for $3 of the last day.
Is that where I got my Macross one?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, was that the one where the guy had all the shelving you could
Yes,
weave your way
that
through?
Yeah.
was
Yeah, that
was
guy.
the one.
He had at the end of the last day of the con, he had buy 2 you get like $10 off, buy 3 you get like $20 off, and I was like, what? I would have done that if I would have known he was going to do it.
Yeah.
That guy was really cool. And the good thing is, since I was looking for an Excel World figure, none of those sold. Like they were out of Sword Art and One Piece figures, but I don't care.
Well, yeah, and they recently released a bunch
Sword
of
Art.
Geki Bunko.
Yeah. What else was in the dealer's room?
The dealer's room?
I bought a bunch of card sleeves again.
Oh, there was some pretty cool art too.
I bought a Pyramid Head figure the very last day.
That's what you got the last day?
Yep.
Didn't realize that. Yeah.
Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, $60. I might buy something else, and I bought 4 prints, and that came up to like $30. And
Dude, the Chalk Twins. I always loved their art. I didn't buy any though.
yeah. But yeah,
I commissioned
so-
art. It still hasn't gotten here yet.
That's the Symphogear one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna look good.
But yeah, so the con was pretty fruitful in a lot of aspects. Like
So-
day one, I was like, oh man, like I shouldn't spend all this money. I probably shouldn't have come to the con. And then day 2 was amazing and just went up from there. Like it went from Gurren Lagann levels of like, okay, this looks fine, to fucking like,
Throwing galaxies at each other.
just got better.
You want to talk about Gridmaster?
Ooh, lad.
Do we want to save that or just give it a
Well,
brief
this is on
overview?
day 1.
Yeah, it's still day
Hold on,
one.
give me
Yeah.
a second. Let me get that good lad out. Hold on. It's Ooh, lad. What aspect of Gridmaster? The booth or the game?
The game, you troglodyte.
Get your head out of the gutter.
The booth was good too.
Dude, those buttons are too legit to quit.
Oh, those buttons were good. But yeah, so Gridmaster is a Mega Man Battle Network style game. Is versus mode and arcade mode so far, correct, Dylan? Yeah. And it has 5 characters: Decimus, Malaya, Scrapper, SRA, which is a robot. I think it's like SRA 15, and then my favorite fucking character, Sydney.
I tried to play Sydney, and that character uses boomerangs, and I just royally fucked up.
So the whole thing with Sydney is Sydney throws a boomerang that goes 3 grid spaces forward. It
Yeah.
goes
To the end of the stage.
no,
Is it only? Is it
it's
4?
only 3.
Is
It
is
goes
four?
3 forward and comes all the way
that's
back.
Like if you're in the back row, it only
Yeah.
the front row.
Yeah. So
Forgot about that.
it goes 3 forward, and her alternate move is a fist she can charge up, and when the boomerang comes back to her, she punches it, and the row above her and the row below her now have shrapnel flying down them in a straight line to the end of the grid. And then she has a teleport move, which is really handy, where she
I-
just teleport to the end of.
I couldn't figure out how to use the teleport.
You just
Just
you
hold
just
it down.
press it. No, you
Hold-
not even. You just press it. And as soon as she starts to move forward, you just move a direction. She'll go to the end of that.
Yeah, I feel bad.
And then she's got Super Boomerang, which
I figured out how to
You
use
throw
that
it?
really well.
it comes back. It'll go full screen and go off the edge, and then come back. And then if you punch it, 3 rows become shrapnel. That's really, really cool. She's a fucking rad character. She can have 2 boomerangs out at a time. And that teleport, you can do some goofy shit. You can throw one at the top. You can throw the super one in either of the 2 middle ones, then go to the bottom, like teleport up to the top and throw one, like a regular boomerang, then go to the bottom, throw a regular one, and then when it comes back, the super one comes back, you just punch it, and then you've got the whole fucking grid covered in boomerangs.
Which is a really big deal.
Yeah.
Because you're just taking your opponent and just bending them over.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you're giving them nowhere to hide. Because it's not huge damage, but it's decent damage.
Yeah. But they're going to have to eat something somewhere.
And then Dylan fucking plays Decimus. You want to explain how that character works?
Throws bombs. I didn't even know he had a name for the longest time because I've known the developers for a long time, and for the longest time he was just called Bomber.
He's
That's pretty good.
a pretty good character. He's got his first, his like regular attack. You can spam as much as you want, but if you charge it, like it can take up 3 grids on 1 row.
So there was one other game I want to talk about where they had the little developer section, which was Blade Ballet.
Yeah, you and I both got a code for that for when it comes out on Steam.
Yeah. It's a really fun game. It's like Beyblades, except you can control them.
It's really fucking good. Ruckus is
And,
the
like,
goddamn best.
The best part is, so you have these little spinning guys, and you're controlling them, And it's really slow, but it's really intense because you can see everything that's going on, but they handle like a sponge cake. So you're just like, oh shit, this guy's going to kill me. What can I do? But you're like, oh no, it's too late. My character's already spun this direction. And you just sit there and watch as your character has a sword go through him.
So what it is you play little robots that either float or have a wheel or whatever, and they all spin, and they all have a sort of weapon. A lot of them have like a blade on the very front.
One has like a ball and chain type of deal.
Yeah, Ruckus, which is really cool. And then there's one that just has shields, like giant spiky
Riot's
shields.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
some of them depend on momentum, whereas like others just depend on speed and so on and so forth.
Right. Ruckus is very momentum based. Once you get him,
Oh
like,
god! Once he starts spinning, if
yeah.
you can't get in on him, you're just gonna die
yeah.
over and over again, which is what happened to me.
And everyone has a special. Like Kitty Bot has a lunge, and Ruckus has where he brings his mace in and hugs it and spins faster, and then he can release it at any point and just knock the shit out of someone.
I made it to the final round of the tournament without knowing I could charge my power.
Yeah.
I'm just that clutch. The two things you do. There's like 3 functions of the game: spin, jump, and special. If you get jump and spin down, you're lethal. Because you can jump over other people's blades and
that's what I was
just
doing
get
with
right
Torque.
on top of them and just. That's what I was doing. The round I didn't win for the tournament, it was all Torques, and that's the first time they had ever had a Torque win. And
Yeah.
someone in the crowd was like, "Oh, we know the OP character," and then the developer was like, "Well, actually, this is the first time we've had Torque win a tournament."
Torque is a blender. That's like.
But he has no shields.
Yeah.
So pros and cons.
His special's rad though.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
It's just charge it up, spin faster.
Yeah. And then jump.
So if you don't have any momentum going, you just use a special.
Yep. And then you just hold a direction.
I wonder what Ruckus's jump does. Because, like, you don't jump with Ruckus because he doesn't get off the ground. But I wonder.
It's probably just enough to clear people's specials.
No, I'm talking about, like, with his special. If, like, you know how it kind of launches the ball forward?
Yeah.
If that'll launch him forward. You
I
know,
don't
if it'll
know.
yank him across the air. But, yeah, no, that game was real fun. Zach and I both got promo codes for it.
I got 4 for Gridmaster.
Yeah, he got 4 for Gridmaster, and he's giving me one of those because that's a fucking sick-ass game, and I want to
Can I get one, Dylan?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so that was day 1. That was, well, we didn't play Blade Ballet day 1.
No, that was like the last. I played it the last day, but I thought since we're talking about that little developer section, might as well throw it in.
So day 2. Day 2 was fucking rad. Day 2 is when we went to go see the Best Friends panel.
We had to play a recording.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a recording?
Yeah.
While Zach is searching
No,
for
we
the
don't.
recording.
Yeah. We recorded it in my car.
Yeah, remember?
Oh, that was the end of the day.
Yes.
Oh, you want to talk about the Monster Hunter thing that happened on Thursday? The
That
first
was
day?
Thursday?
That was Thursday.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
shit. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
We
play
forgot
that
about it.
one.
All right. Do you want to set it up at all?
No, we'll talk about it later.
right.
We went to a Monster Hunter panel. That's the setup.
Okay, so we just went to a Monster Hunter panel.
Monster Hunter's bad.
We left. It was bad. I feel bad that I'm a Monster Hunter fan now.
It took us about 10 minutes.
It wasn't an actual panel.
Like I thought it was going to be a panel, but it was just one dude up there.
It seemed like it was a quest hall. That it was just like, hey, what do you need help with?
And people were just kind of sitting there, and not a lot of people were interacting, and the people that were cringy
And
as
the
fuck.
people that were interacting were just making bad jokes.
I mean, we
Because this is the internet, apparently.
Dylan tried to make a few bad jokes, and after the one where you called it weebs, it got a little too quiet for my taste. You felt that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was
No,
bad.
I said, what is this shit game? It's got no lock on. Where's the monster's health bar? Why is this weapon so slow? 0 out of 10, shit game for weebs.
And I added in with man, Jaggies are tough. And man, I got 50 hours in. I think I'm pretty far.
All right, on to our next panel.
Ooh.
All right, Dylan.
Yo, fuck American gamers. Jesus Christ.
You're not wrong.
Like, I play Monster Hunter mostly with people online in Monster Hunter General on 4chan. It's pretty alright dudes. Because you don't have to talk to them. Jesus Christ, fuck all of these people.
What about that fucking
Like,
desire
we-
thing?
We make jokes about people being like autistic and crap, but those people that were in the Monster Hunter panel, They're very cringeworthy, and it wasn't
These two fools over here were just watching my soul leave my body.
Oh yeah, it
'Cause
was.
I thought I was gonna learn something new about Monster Hunter, but like we sat down and it was just this guy up there with shitty memes. I don't even know if you could call them memes at this point.
They were just Monster Hunter inside jokes.
Fucking, it was bad. It was so bad. The desire sensor is what it was, wasn't it?
Like,
Yeah, because that's an old 2chan joke about like when you get into in-game of Monster Hunter, like armor sets require these things that have like a 2% drop off of monsters, and you'll just hunt them for hours and hours and hours and hours and never get one because
of the
you
game.
want it.
part of the game.
I killed 50 Oligaiacruses one time and never got a gem.
That means nothing to me.
You mean nothing to me.
He doesn't even care anymore. Anyway, so what are the Leviathan things?
Wait, am I back on?
No. All right, you're back on, man.
That's Legiacris.
Legiacris. So what are they? They some really big
They're
It's
dragons?
water
it's just a
dinosaurs.
monster.
But yeah, no, we actually shouldn't have talked about that. That slowed the podcast down. It sucked the soul out of us. That was a
we
bad
had
memory.
to let it be known.
That was
Like as part of the thing.
such a bad.
When you go to a
goddamn
con, you're bound to meet,
We were there for
those
like
groups of people.
15 minutes.
Remember that guy that tried to shill his YouTube channel to us?
Oh Jesus, we were in the dealer's room and
Like,
Dylan bumps into him.
Shit.
And he just goes, "Hey, my name is." We forget his name, but he didn't make eye contact, but stuck his hand out for a handshake, and no one shook his hand. He just started ranting about how his YouTube channel was here, and he had a YouTube channel shirt with like his channel under it, like
You
shittily
guys-
ironed on.
Do you guys know how many people we shilled the podcast to?
Like 2.
None. I didn't shill it to anybody because I'm like, whatever.
I shilled it to to you know who.
We'll
I
get
talked
there.
about
'cause-
it. I
was
talked
that?
about it on when I was doing the Force of Wolf workshop.
Wait, do you
Oh,
guys?
dude, those guys were
do
great.
you guys just want to talk about?
Those weren't the people I was workshopping with.
Oh,
all
dude,
the
that guy
work-
that had that cat shirt.
Yeah, the workshop
was
was
great.
all new people.
Okay. So do you want me to throw up the recording Friday evening?
Sure.
Yeah.
So this is when we recorded in Dylan's car.
That was Thursday evening.
It says
All right,
Friday
so
evening.
It's just me, Zach.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
that's
that's
you.
the wrong one. No, okay, so the end of Thursday one. I guess we'll play that one. You want to play that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Who wants to start?
Yo, I have a warring driver.
Yeah, we already know that. We already talked about that.
So we're back from day one.
Yeah. How'd you guys enjoy it?
I really liked it. The half day was really fun.
Yeah, it was a fun half day. Well, not really a lot of panel stuff to go do, but for what it was, I enjoyed walking around, meeting people.
Girl said I was cute.
Yeah, girl was hitting on goat real hard.
Did you like Kamen Rider?
Sure.
and I didn't know, and then like apparently I came back and she looked like I walked away for a second, and then Dylan had this grin on her face, and she looked disappointed. And I go, "What happened?" And he snickers, and she goes, "I think you're really fucking hot." And I go, "Oh." And I go, "Did he tell you the thing?" She goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh." And then my day went up from there. It was a good day. But yo, that girl that I'm talking about, she designed a character called Sydney for this game. Gridmasters is a boomerang-based character, and like
Oops.
fucking, it's
Just-
such a good design.
I can't tell
Like,
you
character
how
design
many
and the
times this
actual
weekend I heard you talk
character
about this
design,
character.
moveset. 'Cause she throws the boomerang,
And you
it comes
still
back,
talk about
but
it.
her secondary attack option is
That's
to
okay,
punch
Goat. We
it,
love you.
and if she punches it, she breaks it, and then the two rows.
Oh yeah, I was
not the
just
rows
I
that,
explained this
uh,
earlier. Yeah,
boomerang
like
came
I don't
down
know
with the
why,
two
but I
rows,
thought
one
my
to the
smile
left,
could be
one
heard through the
below, one
microphone
above.
because I was just
Those
beaming and I
were
leaned
the
into the
best.
mic like that would
Yeah, they
transmit or
also
something.
lowered your cool-
At least it's not
increased
like
cooldown
the
on the
last
boomerang shoot.
podcast. You asked a question.
Oh,
Yeah, no, my friend for a decade's been working on the game. It's up on green light.
Well, no, he's been his friend for a decade. He hasn't been making
Oh,
the game
yeah,
for
but
a
my
decade.
friend I've known for over a decade
Yeah.
is making it.
Yeah. That game's real good. Dylan got 4 key codes, and he's giving me one. Giving
Just
Seabass
a
one,
little bit of
Steven one.
recap.
Or no, it's
We said he was going to give in one.
Seabass got 2
Oh,
because he got second.
So that means I can
cool.
get one.
well,
Yeah.
Wait, why is he gonna give N one? Why doesn't he give me one? And then I can just stream with N.
No.
Me, Zach, Goat, in.
Oh, I thought Steven was getting it.
Steve's
Yes.
getting it from Seabass.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind then.
We're also personal friends with the devs, so we could just be like, hey man.
No, it's a good game. Real fun.
Yeah. First day was good. The arcade was really fun.
Oh, we played Initial D. We played
Yeah.
Just Stave 7. Oh.
I mean, I found out I'm the best Street Fighter 2 player out of
Oh,
all of us.
I came really close to beating you the second time. It was pretty close.
I only came really close because I put the controller down for the first half of the first round.
No, you didn't. You can try to say that, but you didn't.
Yeah.
The arcade games, we did a table flipping game. I didn't play it
Yeah.
because there's always a line because it takes forever to load. The load screens are fucking
But
ridiculous.
if you think about it, the individual games are only like a minute long.
Yeah, and then I played the snipe like the
Yeah, I need
what
to
was
play
it called?
that.
Anyway, it works really cool because it has
Something.
it's like a layered screen, so you get this really cool layered effect with
It's it's the new Silent Scope. It is actually like Silent Scope and whatever the subtitle is.
yeah, it's really cool. The only problem is like so they're
It's
speaking
called
in
Bone
Japanese,
Eater.
and they're telling you where like the targets are. Seriously? And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Well, shit.
That's why we need Yuya.
Yeah, you can just scream into my ear and tell me which way. But you know, you get little icons on the screen, so it makes it's perfectly playable.
I was hoping they'd have Gunslinger Stratos.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that would have been really cool.
Yo, we didn't do much in terms of stuff today. We just kind of did a little bit
Well,
of
because we were
everything.
only there for like 6 hours.
Yeah, we just walked
Took a
around.
really
and-
nice stroll around the dealer room.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get to. We took a nice gander at the dealer room. It was real nice today.
Yeah.
The art,
Dealer room was good.
the art gallery. So I didn't go last year, but I went the year before.
The
and
artist
art
alley?
gallery, the artist alley, is way better than it was at the old place. It's a lot bigger, and you know.
Well, yeah, the way they have the hall set up is a lot better because it's not split up between two hotels like its old location.
Here,
Yeah.
and I actually got some really cute art today.
like 2 minutes.
I'm gonna go get the card of which thumb cramps. Oh, she did my oh shit. She did my my chubby character. She did Rose Quartz Sugalite, and she did a really good Jonathan and Dio.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Thumb Cramps. She draws really good curvy figures.
Which is Tumblr, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They
did
did look
Tumblr,
good.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and this other one, DeviantArt.
So is that the
Oh, yeah.
person? Is that the person we're gonna try to commission the Princess Jellyfish through, or someone else?
No, we'll
the
find
other
someone
girl.
else.
I think the
forgot.
person that had remember the person that commented on the Zootopia stuff. I feel like their art style is good. I just didn't like their Zootopia. Someone had some Zootopia art, and it was some base fan art, and I was like, no, but the art style was good.
Yeah, we'll look.
We'll
around.
find out.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Oh, and then it rained really fucking hard, so we chilled
yeah, there was
out.
also a graduation happening.
Oh yeah, we were walking around. We saw this one guy in a cap and
Wait.
gown. We're like, oh, he came here as a graduate, and then we kept walking, and it was just a sea of high schoolers.
We saw one white person in that crowd.
yeah.
I
and
you
that
know
was
what?
a- that
I
was a
didn't see
child.
I
Yeah.
didn't see a white student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably Grady High School.
But yeah,
It was Grady's right there.
It was fucking rad. I mean, we were greeted to that, and the cops got called. That was cool.
I think it was for the ambulance.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
an ambulance. Some
But,
had, we don't know. I think someone just got overexcited.
Well, yeah,
for
when
sure.
we were leaving, someone was laying in the doorway. I got to say some really funny stuff while we were wading
my
through the
God.
crowd of soul.
Oh god, there was this black lady in front of us, and Goat goes, "Dylan, do you really want to start the race war now?" And she just turns the fuck around and stares at us, and
I just walked fast.
Yeah, walked
I
away.
just moved with my Ganon figurine and
Yeah,
held
just
it.
helter skelter and all
I
that.
just held the door open of the little box window so they could see I was holding a black figurine. Don't worry, guys. I'm cool.
so yeah, that was the first day.
Got anything else? Got any hopes for tomorrow?
No, we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bye.
And that was the end of the first day.
When we were all full of energy.
Oh, it just went downhill from there. Energy-wise, not the con.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Yajirobe.
Oh, so wait, should we start from the beginning and just work chronologically? So,
yeah.
like, do you guys just want to do that?
Let's
'Cause
go
we
with
kinda-
Friday now.
Yeah, Friday. So we did the two best friends panel.
Yeah.
Super best friends.
That was really
It
fun.
was Matt and Wooly.
I had never watched anything or listened to them before, so
They're
just
entertaining,
listening to
aren't
them,
they?
I was sitting there. I'm like, okay, I want to do this. Although, however, I did go to their Let's Play, and I mean, I enjoyed it, but
It's just
I'm not.
your
I'm
thing.
not just gonna sit there and watch someone play a video game.
Oh, it's always background noise.
Yeah. See, here's the
I
thing.
think that's what I'm gonna use it for.
Like,
but it's
this was their best playthrough so far because I actually got to sit there and we all got to interact with them.
that was really cool. Now, granted, I
That was
only
cool.
attended about 40 minutes of it, so
I was there with Cersei for the whole thing.
I was doing Force of Will.
does they know who Cersei is?
Oh, sorry. That's the girl that hit on me really hard and drew Sydney.
And it comes full circle.
But yeah, so we watched the whole thing and like that was really cool. But that was Saturday. So Friday, we gotta stay on track, guys. What do we do after we do the panel?
I went and played Force of Will with people.
I wandered about. That was when I had the picture taken of me with Steven, Seabass. We're all playing Cash and Guns.
Yeah.
Apparently, on the Momocon page, we saw Dylan linked a picture to me, and it was our group. And someone goes, I don't know what game they're playing, but it's super intense. And at this moment, this is what was going on. Our friend Seabass and some other guy had joined in, and they're the only two black people at the table. And the concept of the game is you point your gun at someone, and you have a clicker bang in the barrel. You either have a bullet or you don't have a bullet. Everyone else doesn't know that. So for all intents and purposes, you're going to shoot the person you point at. The other guy, I cannot for the life of me remember his name. The other black guy points at Seabass, and Sam, one of our other friends, just goes, "You race traitor." So for the rest of the game, that's what we called this guy, and we're just yelling at each other in this very first round. And that is when that's when this guy took a picture of us because he didn't know what we were doing, but all he knew was that whatever we were doing was super intense.
Yeah, and like Dylan sent us a picture of it. And we're all like, "What the fuck, Dylan?"
Yeah, because
Who's watching us?
Well, no, because I think you guys
The
were upset
voices
too.
are
Because
right.
I was just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna go play Force of Will. And then I think you guys were just like, he was just there the whole time, and I was like, no, someone just posted this on the page.
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool that and it's the exact moment they were describing to us too. That was really, really cool. So what happened after that? Because pretty much what I did is I walked around the con and I just hung out with different people, and I went to different panels and whatnot.
That's what I did too. I went to a few more panels on like fabrication
Nice.
and some stuff.
I mostly hung around the food court area, not the food court itself, but
But that second floor where all those food vendors were.
No, I'm talking about the intermediate. The area between the con and the courtyard.
The courtyard. Dude,
Oh,
the
yeah.
courtyard. You want to explain the courtyard to him?
All right, so the courtyard is pretty much where people who don't have tickets were hanging out with people who did have tickets and getting high and dancing outside.
You can tell him about Yadru. That was Saturday, wasn't it?
That was Saturday. We're
All right,
gonna
we'll get
we're
to
gonna
that.
hang on to that. And I went back and hung out with some of the people at karaoke, and I got to meet some really talented and really untalented singers. And one girl was straight up yodeling and did fucking amazing.
What song was it?
I don't know. She was just yodeling.
Did I laugh if she was yodeling to like a super modern song and it was on point?
No, the yodel was in the song.
Okay.
She was singing. I don't know why, but like she was just yodeling.
That's a weird song to be in a karaoke machine.
Especially at an anime con, yeah.
Yeah.
But she was yodeling and she was killing it.
So you know the guys I was playing Force of Will with, right?
Yes.
So they run the biggest Force of Will website.
How much traffic does he get?
A lot.
What's a lot? Is
Like,
it like
majority
100?
of the
Is like
player
100
base.
people a lot for Force of Will? Couple tens of thousands?
Yeah, maybe like 10,000.
Oh
Okay,
shit, that's
alright.
pretty good.
So
Yeah.
yeah, grinningremnant.com. Yeah, I ended up playing Force of Will with these guys for like 8 hours.
We're
on
gonna
Friday.
link a bunch of stuff in this video.
Yeah.
So look for that below. I don't know where it goes.
We'll make a post on the Facebook about it.
And what else did you do? Or
Yeah,
is
if any
that
of you guys
pretty much it?
are like subscribed on our YouTube,
Dude,
you should go to our Facebook page.
I played so much Force of Will.
We post so much shenanigans there. Hey, Michael, you should follow our Facebook page.
Friday was pretty much the ramp up. It was the all right, things are getting pretty good. And then Saturday was the fucking gigaton bomb.
Oh yeah, that's also when I bought my Kigurumi. So I just
Yeah.
sat there playing Force of Will as a Monster Hunter cat.
And
We lost Dylan when he went to change into his Kigurumi. You remember that? That was Saturday, though.
you know what we forgot to mention?
What?
What was I dressed as?
That
on
was
Friday?
Saturday, though.
No, that was Friday.
It was
No.
Friday.
It was Friday.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
'cause
it was.
when-
I
it
was. I was sitting at the panel with the costume on.
Yeah.
Then you bought your Kigurumi on Friday.
Yeah. That's what we
Oh
said.
shit! I thought we were talking about Saturday.
So
No.
let's go
Oh,
ahead, because we haven't talked about this in the recording. What was I, Dylan?
You are a homeless Saiyan.
What
Can
did I have on my sign, Dylan?
We'll blow up planets for food.
No,
or no,
we'll
we'll kill,
kill
planets.
planets.
can
for food.
can I describe your armor?
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
So his Saiyan armor was expertly crafted out of cardboard. Now we're not talking he took cardboard and made it look like Saiyan armor. We're talking about he took cardboard, cut it out in general shape, and just slapped it together.
And painted it.
And paint. The
It looked
paint,
nice.
The paint was too legit. It's really good. And then to sell it off, he had socks on his hands.
Mismatch socks.
Unbeknownst to other people, those are the socks he normally uses.
Yep. And I was
He
wearing
shook-
them throughout the rest
He
of the
shook.
con.
He shook one guy's hands, and like the guy looked down and he goes, "Don't worry, they're clean." And in my head, I was just like, "Oh boy!"
They weren't clean.
You could tell it sold the homeless thing.
So what was the best part about this costume, Goat?
I was walking around. I was just like, "Hey man, let me get a sensu bean, man." Or I would throw in the occasional, "Hey man, can I at least get blankets? Cold in space, brother."
That was the best.
And
And-
why was this the best?
Because people were actually giving me food. And not only that, but like I was
It was
getting
good
tons.
food.
I was getting tons of fucking like, "Hey, that's a really clever costume," and lots of giggles, and like people were like, "Oh, that's
That's
funny."
mean.
So I dressed up.
Shut up. We'll get to that. Hold on. We got to get to the end of this because that pisses me off. So what ended up happening is I was dressed as the Saiyan and I was just running around and like I actually got my picture taken by the official Momocon photographer. So you might actually see me. Don't worry. I
We'll
don't
link a
look,
photo.
I don't look that crazy normally.
I tried to get you to look crazier.
My hair's too short.
No, like facial expression wise.
I just look like morbidly depressed and trying to smile. I think I sold it pretty well.
Is Friday when? Never mind.
Okay, hold on. But yeah, so I was walking around and I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I'm kind of tired of wearing this thing. You want to go back to the hotel? And Dylan's like, sure. So we went to go back to the hotel. I was going to go drop it off. And so 2 final encounters kind of put this into perspective for me. The first one, the
It was 3.
3?
There's the I mean,
Wait.
the Ryoko, and then the black guy.
Oh, okay. So, no, the black guy was the first guy.
Yeah.
The black guy, he wasn't even part of the con, and he's like, "Hey man, you a Saiyan?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a homeless Saiyan." He's like, "Oh, that's really cool, brother." And he just walked off, and like he got that, and just like he's like, "Oh, that's cool."
In the
I'm
middle
like,
of
"Cool."
downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, in the middle of downtown Atlanta. So the second to last person who I saw was this chick dressed as Ryuko, and I go, "Hey Ryuko, you got a sensu bean or something?" Because like with all the adventurers and stuff, I'm like, "Hey, you guys look like a bunch of successful adventurers. You guys got a sensu bean or stuff like that, right?" Well, I go to ask her that, and this girl shrieks and goes, "Oh my god!" Like I'm an actual homeless person, and I'm not. And she didn't do it as a joke. She was scared.
It started like walking away faster.
Yeah, and like she recoiled. Like what the? Like I'm at a con with the badge on, man. But anyway,
It's
so,
not like the badge is hard to see either.
and we're walking down. We're going further, and as we're leaving, we go down the escalator, and this one girl, these Tumblrites. I just go, "Hey, you guys got a sensu bean?" And this girl goes, "That's mean." And I went.
I don't understand how.
I went from like happy-go-lucky.
Listen,
to just,
listen. You
fuck
need to stop being so classist and ableist and
Hey, the Saiyans are homeless too. I'm bringing light to apparel. No one seems to understand.
But you're not homeless anymore.
Well, no, I'm not homeless, but the Saiyans are.
They're
I
planetless.
don't care if they're not real. Your
Goku
gender's
has-
not real.
Goku has a home.
Yeah, but Goku took his home. Will you
He did.
calm down? We've got the second goblin over there just eating York chocolates.
How many
Yeah.
of those Yorks you eating, son? It's okay.
You gotta eat more rice and beans to balance that out.
Oh. But yeah.
Oh yeah, watermelon.
Oh.
Pass me a fork.
Sorry. A watermelon break.
We got watermelon on this podcast now.
Mm.
Pass me a watermelon. Oh, thanks, Michael. You're the watermelon assistant. Oh, this is really good.
All right, so I think that's about it for Friday.
I'm trying to think. There was something.
Hold on, you forgot about the neck beards. I don't know if it annoyed you as much as it annoyed me.
No, because
Because
people
they give people like me and you a bad name.
because there are always people like that. At anything I do. But yeah, I was walking around. The first guy gave me an actual warning.
The first guy was nice. He was
He was
nice
like, "Hey man,
about
I'm
it.
gonna let you know just so you know, you might have a problem with security because apparently, in prior Momocons, you
got
weren't
this.
allowed to have a sign."
Yeah, you. It's not that you weren't allowed to. You were allowed to, but they kept having a problem with people having like free hug and like free candy and shit. And obviously, you
It's
cannot
technically
have
soliciting.
that. Yeah,
Right.
but so the rule is now anybody that's listening and wants to know, you're allowed to have a sign so long as it is strictly part of your cosplay
And not attached to you.
and not
Right.
attached to you.
So, the
Rat
first guy
attack
gave
guy
me a
was chill.
warning. The second guy, I'm like, "Hey man, you got sensu bean?" Pulls me over to the side and goes, "You do know that's against policy, right?" And like Zach and I are just like, "You little fucking shit. Listen here, graduated at the top of my class."
And I
Identifying
actually
as-
walked up and I was just like, "No, I actually read the policies. You're wrong." And he went, "Oh yeah, they did change them this year." And I was like, "Fucking thought." This is not my first rodeo. This is my like 20th con or something
Like,
like
is it that hard to read? It's their policy isn't even that long. All their policies fit on like one phone screen on the mobile site. They don't have that
They
many
make
policies.
it really easy to read.
Nah, man, it's just shitty people being shitty.
Didn't that guy have a fedora?
Yes, and he was with his
Oh.
mom.
He was. He looked
That-
older than me.
That woman was in her 70s, man.
I thought you were talking about the guy the Toku.
No, this is a this
No,
is
that
a
guy
this
was
is a
fine.
different guy. After I told him the rule, he goes, "Oh, that's between you and security," and then kind of walked away. And I was just like, "Boy, you don't want me to activate this lock seed."
But anyway, so that's pretty much Friday. I didn't do anything else.
Friday was some good, just wander about.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
I noticed. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this now. I noticed I think it's a problem. They have a ton of great panels on Saturday, but they're all like the same time, and then Friday and Sunday,
Yeah,
there's
it's-
just nothing.
It's too busy on one day.
And don't even talk about Thursday's panels. They're not.
Those were all the thermoplastics and that stuff, and I was like, it's great. Because did you see that lady from Freeside? She was great. I pointed her out to Sam, and Sam goes, "That's not a woman," and I was just like, "What?"
So Saturday, how'd you start your day off, Zach?
So I'm sitting. Okay, might as well. So I'm laying in bed, and it's like 10, and I was getting ready to go, and then I
shit,
hear.
I actually forgot about that.
I'm just laying in bed, and I'm just hearing all this commotion going on in the living room and other stuff, and I'm just kind of just listening, and then I start hear them talking about my grandfather, and I'm just like, all right, and then I hear them like rattling off blood pressure and pulse and stuff because they took it, and I'm just like, all right. So I wake up, and like my grandfather has a pulse of like 30 and a bunch of other stuff, and I just walk up to my grandmother, and I'm just like, you need to call an ambulance now. So they ended up taking him to the hospital, and at this point, there's like nothing for me to do. I also probably broke my car driving to the hospital. The camera doesn't run now.
Oh.
The electrics are all dead in it. Again.
No, man, you just gotta reconnect that wire.
I beat an ambulance to the hospital. Anyway, so at that point, Grandma was like, go to your con, do whatever you want to do, because, like, there's nothing you can do at this point. Like, if something goes really wrong, we'll call you. And I'm like, all right. So then I come home, and it was like 1 o'clock. And the good thing about this was, since I was here so late, Amazon, like UPS dropped off the stuff. So I got my cloak for my Dark Jedi. Now, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to rant a little bit here. All right? I have a custom-built lightsaber I made. And, I made it out of gas, like steel gas pipe and PVC, and I painted it up. And it's actually longer than most people's lightsabers, I would say. I realized that. I realized that at the con, because everybody was walking around like, man, your lightsaber's big. Anyway, so this only happened a few times, but people would walk up to me, and I'm wearing a cloak, and I have the lightsaber, and people would be like, where's your mask? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, you're Kylo Ren. Where's your mask? And I'm just like, ah! Because I have my own lightsaber, and I'm not wearing a mask. You think they could discern that I'm not Kylo Ren, that I am my own Dark Jedi. Now, granted, I haven't thought of a name, but, you know, that's my problem one. That's my problem. Oh, actually, I did think of one, but that was on Sunday. We'll talk about that.
Shit with the Kylo Ren makes me so angry because it doesn't even have the prongs at the
Yeah,
end.
no, so here's my thought. If you're going to be a Jedi, if you're going to cosplay as a Jedi, unless you're doing, like,
Right.
unless you're doing specifically, like, Obi-Wan or Luke or something, do not buy a lightsaber, like, pre-built. Make your own. I'm pretty sure that's how Jedi get their lightsabers. They make their lightsaber. So I'm just like, I made my lightsaber. This is my lightsaber. It has my blood, sweat, and soul in it. I'm my own Jedi.
Yeah, it's almost like creating your own OC, except, you know, cool.
Now, however, I will have to say the people that ask to take pictures with me and the people that just want pictures of me, that's such a confidence boost. Like, you don't realize it until you're like, man, this is awesome. I really understand why people do this.
If you want to talk about confidence boosters, I can talk about my Saturday then.
Well, that's pretty much, that was the beginning of my Saturday and my little rant. Other than that, all I did was some play games, walk
Hey,
around,
you know what?
talk to a bunch of different people.
This con for all of us was a big confidence booster.
So, that's not what I'm talking about. So I went up to the Force of Will tournament sign up, and a guy I've never met before or played with recognized me.
Yo, that's rad.
And he was just like, "Oh, yeah, no, I know who you are. I've heard people describe your hair." And I was just like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And he was just like, "Hey, do you want to run a workshop?"
You're the ginger neckbeard.
Oh no, you're that guy with red hair, like poofy red hair that goes to his shoulders.
Dude, we have decimated this watermelon.
Fucking, he walks up and he sees you and he sees the JoJo goo 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 goo.
Menacing.
Yeah.
No, and he was like, "Hey, dude, I got a bunch of people who are interested in the game and want to learn how to play. Would you want to run a workshop?" And I was just like,
Oh, so that's what that was. Nice.
No, I was just playing friendlies with those people. This is only like 2 hours long.
Oh, wow.
So it was just a bunch of new people came up with like starter decks, and I ran a little mini like beginners tournament.
How did it go?
It was all right. Man, those people made a lot of bad plays.
Dude, I still make bad plays. What else did we do? There was the Let's Play on Saturday.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, we already talked about that a little bit. It was Crime Time.
Crime Time. Sleeping Dogs. Yo, that shit was great. That was... Oh, Dragon Kick. Yeah, so, I saw that. Zach also saw that. I was hanging out with my friend, Cersei. The one that was fucking laying it on thick with 2 C's.
We're going to put friends in
we
air
watched
quotes.
That, you watched part of that mecha movie, and I finished it.
That movie was okay.
Which movie?
Broken Blade.
I don't know what that is.
Neither did I.
We'll revisit it.
I finished it. It's good.
I thought we watched it on Friday.
Was it really that
Was that
good?
Friday?
Yes.
Oh, then we watched it on Friday.
Oh, we forgot to admit, this Friday, Grammy made cookies for everybody, so I took those down with me.
And since Dylan and I and our friend Sam and our friend Steven, which I need to say something about that real soon, because the Saturday is when it happened, and our other friend Seabass, we all stayed in the hotel, so we had kick-ass cookies to eat. Also, Sam and his girlfriend showed up, and she was at the con for a little while, and so he's like, I'm gonna go get the lock seeds. So he took her, my friend Steven, and myself, and we were walking, and we are in the aisle of it, right? Like we're almost near it, and I go, and it's really crowded, and Steven's like, man, there's so many fucking people, and I go, hey Steven, and some guy turns around to my right. You know, just some guy, and I go, and I see him in the corner of my eye, and like I gesture to him like, oh, not you, buddy. And I go, you should cosplay as Andre the Giant from what's it called? From fucking Princess Bride, and just be like, everybody move. And fucking the guy who thought I called him said, that's pretty funny. I look, it's the Steven Universe voice actor. And I go, oh, you're actually Steven. And yeah, he's like, yeah, everybody call me. Yeah, I just kind of respond to that now. I go, oh. I go, hi, and then I walk away. Yo, that was really cool. I wasn't expecting to meet him. My little sister got an autograph by him, and like he kept pointing her out in the crowd because she was the only parrot. He's like, they go, who's your favorite character? And my little sister waved her hand in the air. He goes, Peridot. And it made that 11-year-old's day.
I saw your sister and her friend, but I had the cloak on, and like they looked at me, didn't recognize me, kept walking, and I was just like,
yeah, it's because you're a creepy old man.
I'm 20.
Yeah. Young forever.
Forever 21.
Do
they have a theme song we can sing?
No. But yeah. And it just kept getting better from there. Zach, you got anything, or Dylan, you got anything? Because like once it started to reach about 7 o'clock is where my night went from being in the con to being in the middle of Atlanta talking to homeless people.
I hung out with our other friend Terrence for a long time, late at night, and then I got locked out of our hotel room.
Oh shit! Wait, by who?
Everyone went to sleep.
I was straight up banging on the door.
Oh yeah, this is when everything was done. This is like 5 in.
Yeah. I had to go disable their card keys and go get a new card key to get into the room.
That's good.
Meanwhile, I was just driving, from Atlanta to the North Metro, just trying not to run off the road and
this
die.
was Saturday. So the Yajirobe story.
Woo lad.
I met up with. Oh, by the way, from Friday to Saturday, I was playing Ultimate Werewolf when I found it. And those games can be really cringy, but they can also be really, really fun at a con. Like, really fun. And
what
some
about
of
the
them were
meme
good.
farmer?
Oh, yeah. There was, we started a game, and, like, nobody could make up their mind who they wanted to nominate first. And so, me wearing a Juggalo hat and just being scum of the earth, points, I go, the guy with the hat. He goes, me? I'm but a humble meme farmer. And I go, what memes you making? He goes, that boy. And I go, cancer, kill him. And then everyone killed him. And then all the Undertale cosplayers, like there was the same girl kept playing every game, and she was always like Chara or fucking Frisk, and she had the flowers in her hair one day, and she had the blood coming from her eyes the other day, and like I would always nominate her first, and they go, why? I go, kill the children, and they're like what's your defense in wanting to kill her? Kill the children. And, like, I just kept saying it. People kept raising their hands until I killed that child. And I was right almost every single time, except for the game where I was the fool. And they were like, why do you want to kill her? I go, kill the children. And she
and they
turned
do
out,
it?
Yes, they did it, and she turned out to be the
man.
wolf cub.
All right, so I want to interject here a little bit. When I walked up behind one of your games, and I saw someone that had previously ran a werewolf thing at the cafe we go to, and it just so happens she wouldn't let us kill someone because we kept killing him the very first round, and like we went about 4 rounds, right, and we killed him each time, and
This fucking shit.
and then the 5th round she goes, no, you can't kill him, gave him like a medallion of protection or some bullshit, and since I'm gonna tone it down, I'm trying.
No,
and so
he's just a
we
fuck.
kill him first round, and she goes, medallion saves him, and then she goes, but you can't nominate him again. So like 4 rounds later, we finally get to kill him. He's the fucking werewolf, and I'm just like, and the thing is, the past 4 rounds, he's had about a 50% chance of being the werewolf, and I don't know if she's not shuffling the cards well or something, but it's just I saw her, and I just went through that whole experience in my brain, and it just brought it and made it a fresh wound again. I'm sorry.
That sucks. Yeah. But at both the Ultimate Werewolf games, I got hit on by underage children. That wasn't nice.
We can talk about our gay experiences that happen at every single con. Just men hitting on us.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Oh no, it's apparently me and Goat are just like
Oh,
sought after.
what's the term that Cersei used?
Gay hot.
handsome.
Yeah.
And
Handsome?
And then the term, I'm like, why do people hit on me? And then I was answered with, "You're just so daddy." And then I wanted to die.
Oh.
I already look exactly like my dad, man. And like it came out of that guy's mouth, and I was just like, stop, stop, and like every muscle in my body just like contorted, and I was, eh. It hurt me.
I'm having to mute my mic just to eat this watermelon. That's how juicy it is.
Like the Biggie Small song. But anyway, so I got hit on while I was playing Ultimate Werewolf by a kid I used to know back in high school, and like we were just playing the game, and like what's it called? He's the bodyguard, and he protects me halfway through the game, and then I was like, "Were you the bodyguard?" He's like, "Yeah," and I go, "Thanks." And then the game ends. He's like, "So you want to go make out somewhere?" And I go, "No, thank you." I got hit hard with.
This is why you need to just walk around with your taser.
And in one, just
Last
make out somewhere.
Last Momocon, this guy gave me his room key, and he was just like, "If you want to party," and I was just like, "No."
Dude, you just lost $5.
No,
Those
please,
room keys
I'm a
aren't cheap
virgin.
when they have conventions going on.
And then there was the Homestuck cosplaying.
They didn't
13-year-old.
understand Fago.
Oh yeah,
God.
I was walking around with the fucking Juggalo hat, going, "Hey, you guys got some Fago?" And they're like, "What's Fago?" And I'm just like, "You know, fucking faggots." Hey, it's bad. It's not good.
Although
But-
I will say there was less Homestuck this year than there was in previous
right, because
years.
it's
all
Undertale.
Undertale.
Like down to the shitty smeared paint. Like Undyne is just Undertale.
That's what I did
I mean,
Friday.
it's
I
just
had my
fucking Homestuck.
Undertale shirt on Friday. And I didn't realize how bad it was going to be until people... Like, it wasn't that they would just be like, "Hey, that's cool." They would just come up and have straight-up conversations. But I've never played Undertale. It was given to me as a gift. And I also got the key code. My cousin gave me the key code, too. He's like, "Play the game." And it's not even downloaded,
That shirt
guys.
is actually just straight bad.
It's,
Yeah, it's just ripped sprites overlaid on each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
and
sitting there and
it's
I'm just
awful.
like, and these conversations were so overly one-sided. All I could do was be like, "Yeah, and the urge just came up to be like, Earthbound's better, or just it's a terrible game, or just say something like that was so real, but I didn't because I'm a nice
So
guy.
what you're telling me is that your Undertale shirt became my Sword Art shirt,
Well, see, I just got
But I
to,
like Sword Art.
but
just,
ostensibly the
same
same purpose.
I
Yes,
just
they
gave
serve
in
the same purpose.
and started asking people who cosplayed Sans, like, "Hey, you Bones Jackson from Mutant League?"
Oh,
They didn't get it, but it's a good
yeah.
one.
Let Gavin get some of that watermelon. We're almost
Just
out.
reach in with your hands
Yeah.
and just take it.
Yeah, there's paper towels on top of the computer.
Because if not, I will. But yeah. So what's it called? Yeah.
Just take it like your lady
No,
friend.
the Undertale people are bad.
You okay, Zach?
no,
This man just had like a grand mal seizure.
the voices are getting louder.
Oh no. But yeah. So if nobody has anything else to say about Saturday, I'll go ahead and tell you guys what I did. Since everyone is like, where
Regale
were
us
you?
with your tale.
All right. So it starts off where I was playing Boss Monster with Steven and Seabass. And they never played it before, and I was teaching them. And then I get a text
I don't see
saying-
how they never played it.
I got a text from Cersei saying, "Hey, I bought a shit ton of stuff today. Can you help me take it back to my hotel?" So I helped her take it back to her hotel, and she was staying in the Westin. And, yo, that building's fucking great.
That's where it used to be held. That's where Momocon used to be.
And so I drop her stuff out of the room, and then we just start walking around Atlanta. Like, we don't really have a goal. We're just walking around. And it gets to the point where we have alcohol, and we are drinking with homeless black men on the side of the road, and we're just talking about life.
I bet you I know what street you're on.
And I looked up where I was on the phone when I was trying to get
Peachtree.
home, and I was 5 miles away from my hotel.
Boy.
Yeah, no, he just went.
Yeah, I just went. We had adventures. Like, we met so many cool people.
Dude, it's like when we got that Ted Cruz sign.
Oh,
Except you were walking.
Yeah, except I was walking. But yeah, no, it was really cool. We just went down the rabbit hole that is Atlanta, and like
They took the blue pill.
I got asked so many times, "Hey man, how's Comic-Con?" I'm like, "Yeah, Comic-Con's really good."
Comic-Con's not in Atlanta.
I know. It didn't stop every person who didn't know what we were going to from
Yeah.
asking. Even your grandpa asked how Comic-Con was.
When?
Like the first day we came back.
Oh, well, he was probably out of it because he was probably out of it before Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, it was Thursday.
Saturday is when everything just happened, and because we asked him what he remembers, he goes, "I was watching TV Wednesday, and then I woke up Monday," and we were just like, "Oh,
What's it called? Then we walked back to the con, and we went to the rave, and while I'm at this terrible rave, this very angry, agitated, short black woman looks at my Juggalo hat and goes, "I want your hat." And I thought she said, "I like your hat." So I go, "Thank you." She goes, "No, I want it." And I go, "No, it's mine." And she just goes, "Nyeh," and reaches up with her little fucking gnarled fingers, and I just turn away and I just start bouncing again.
Did she have those? Did she have those nails that the stereotypical nails?
No, she didn't
Okay.
have fingernails.
Ah.
I couldn't see anything. She was just darkness within the darkness.
Did she have her own event horizon?
No.
No.
She wasn't dark.
No, she wasn't dark, but the only thing I could see of her is because the lighting was bad, because it's a rave, was
You couldn't see her through the laser beams?
her white. No, man. They passed through her because of the white contacts and the white wig. And that's it. And then I just saw little hands go.
Speaking about the rave, I kind of went off on a security guard, one of the Momocon security people, because I had a book where he's like, "Hey man, you can't take that into the rave." And I just turned around and I was like, "Don't assume everybody's going to the rave." And he just stared at me, and I stared back, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't care about that." And then he was like, "Oh." And then I just looked down, and I'm like, "Dude, I could fit a whole handle in my pocket if I wanted to. I don't need a book bag." That guy's remembering me.
But yeah, so on the that Saturday, like I hung out with Cersei, and that was really fun. And then then I went back to the hotel, and like what's it called? I was just like I died on the side of the street miraculously. My friends were also coming back to the hotel, and they gave me the confidence I needed to walk back home.
Yeah, we found him just like on a set of stairs, just sitting there.
Yeah, I was about to go to sleep.
Did you know where you were?
When I
Dude, we ran so much.
Yeah, she's so skinny.
I
She just
can't,
run.
I can't even explain everything because there's so much that we did in those fucking 5 hours.
You just don't know what happened.
I know what happened. It's just like if I sat here, that would be its own podcast.
What? Why are you eating watermelon with your hands when you were given a fork?
Alright.
That's fair enough.
Moving into Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't do Dick Sunday.
Yeah, I just wandered about. I was so tired Sunday.
Nor did I. Yeah, we were all exhausted Sunday.
It was nice to just talk to some people and
We were
be
waiting
a
on
little
your
more chill.
commission.
I got like a solid 2.5 hours of sleep.
I spent a lot of time with Seabass. And then I went down with two of my friends, and one of them bought a panda head. And people were just commenting him on the panda head, but the funny thing was we were walking through Atlanta, there were just people yelling out of their cars, "Panda, panda!" And then we were in the CNN Center, people were like, "Hey man, you got broads in Atlanta?" It never let up. Stupid panda head. Also, I had an idea for my my dark like a Sith Lord cosplay. Have my cloak and my lightsaber, and then I'll put a panda head on, and I'll be the Sith Lord of Pandemonium. Don't give up, Dylan. It's not that bad. The other 2/3 of Noise of 3 are displeased with that.
Podcast over.
We got to talk about Sunday. You guys talk about Sunday. That was my Sunday.
Sunday
down
we
with
all
some
just
free
kind of
meals.
stuck together, and we just walked around, walked around and waited for. If I'm just gonna get it out my system, give me a second. Oh God!
Don't.
Oh wait, I forgot to explain. Friday night, the Goblin came out.
How so?
So what happened was I gave Dylan my phone to look at this really funny thing. Because a lot of people who listen are our friends, and you know how we point finger guns at each other and go bang.
Well, they don't
All right.
know that. We've never talked about it.
Well, no,
Bang!
our friends, and I've done it on the podcast
Fucking dead.
before. But anyway, so it was a video of that, of that from a video game, and it was really funny. And I just let him do that, and I had a little bit of something.
Like you went to the bathroom and then you came out.
I didn't even go to the bathroom. I was just walking around, and I forgot to give him my phone. So I go, hey, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? And the tongue came out of my mouth, and I posed on the chair like I was perched on it. And he's just like, it's in my hand. Calm.
Like, a lot of people think that it's a joke, but it didn't start out as a joke. It just started out as an observation.
And he's just like, goat, you're a goblin. And I just had ravioli on me. Huh?
We just ate a whole watermelon.
Yeah, it's
Not
like
a
half.
small one either. You think that was half?
Yeah.
Probably was. Dude, I'm
But
still
yeah.
getting more watermelon.
It was fun. It was a good con. Sunday was just us kind of walking around.
Take a
And
chill
then I tried to
pill.
leave, and my friend fucking super hugged me. That was fun.
What's a super hug consist of?
You were there for that.
I was?
Yeah.
Yes.
When Cersei hugged him.
I tried to say goodbye. She's like,
No. A little bit of crazy came out.
dude, she moved me, man. And like I'm
You're
no
acting like you're a
Superman.
stone wall.
No, I'm not. But like I'm 200 pounds, and she moved me, man. Like all my center of gravity is like low to the ground.
Black beans and rice.
No, ravioli and bread.
Ravioli, what's in the pocket only? Oh, there was a really good Filthy Frank cosplay. Might as well have
Yeah.
been Filthy Frank.
Yeah, there was a pink guy too. That was fun. I always think it's weird when people cosplay internet personalities.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Like
It's the same reason why I think it's weird that people cosplay K-pop people.
I have
we
no
saw a
clue
lot
who
of
they
that.
are.
So like not this con, but one AWA, I saw this fat lesbian fucking cosplaying JonTron. I got scared.
Because you're afraid if you say anything, it just...
She just turned into a gun.
Oh, God. No, but they're not violent.
Triggered.
Oh shit. But yeah, so that was our con. It was really fun. I got a lot of cool stuff out of it. And Dylan, you got anything to add?
I was gonna talk about what I did after the con.
Go right
I
ahead.
watched some shows.
What shows did we watch?
That was during the con. Kaminari still hasn't shit the bed yet.
I haven't watched any of it. Downloaded it all.
It's a filler episode.
I'm 2 episodes behind, though.
Oh. Oh. There's a new character in Bakuwan too.
What?
Yeah. Let's see. I downloaded a bunch of space anime that we'll probably watch for the podcast.
So, quick question. Can you give us a little hint at the new character?
She's short and angry.
Aww.
I thought you were just gonna go black.
She has black hair.
Damn.
There's no black people in Japan.
Oh.
Yeah, they're called Oni.
Oh.
That means demon.
All right, one last thing. They had to weapons check my lightsaber.
Yeah, they always do.
Well, that's because you and I have made ours out of actual metal.
Everyone else is made out of actual metal. They just didn't make it themselves.
It's yeah.
It's
that's
sink
the
pipe.
problem. Is I made mine out of aluminum, and you made yours out of black steel, but we made ours. If I were to come in with mine, they'd be like, no, because mine has a spike.
So
at the end.
if I had brought in like a Monster Hunter sword, that is clearly a giant thing made out of like paper mache and that kind of stuff, they'd still have to check it and get it tagged. It's stupid.
yeah, but yeah,
It's goat moving his feet.
Okay.
I'm a little demon. But yeah, so
But you're not black.
Oh god. All right,
Going back
podcast
to that
over.
joke.
All right, what are we talking about next week?
We are talking about Overlord.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
You
That's
want-
all I got. Podcast over.